y'all, Farmer Dre back at it out here in the onion field, and today I want to show you guys how the onions are doing on black plastic mulch. So let's go in and get into it. I remember last year I did plant onions for the first time on black plastic mulch. We are in the strawberry field. These are all strawberries over here, and every single time we make strawberry beds in the fall, we always lay a few extra just to have. You never know if you have too many plants or too little plants. And in years past, these beds are just standing empty. And in the past couple years, or actually last year was my first year, it's my second time doing it. We in the fall we plant some garlic if we have time, and then in the spring we plant onions. And this year we planted over 10,000 onion sets, just so we can have for sale in the farm store. And of course, we got some big plans this fall with the food stations here on our farm. We're going to be using these fresh onions in our burger shack that we're building. So super excited about that. But first, we have to grow the onions. So I'm going to talk to you guys how we do that and how everything is looking, how the plants are looking, how the weeds are looking. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to hit on this garlic here. This garlic was planted sometime in November, and we just plant the cloves. We just keep the cloves from one year to another that we don't eat, and then we just use them as seed. So we just come through here, poke a hole we just make 2 beds per row here. It's a 32-inch raised bed, 5-foot plastic. We use our Rainflow 2600 latest plastic. But there's 2 rows per bed, and this garlic is looking really, really good, nice and healthy. It's probably 2.5 foot tall right now. It's gonna start sending out its scapes. So here's one. Nope, that's a wild onion. That's a weed. Never mind. Usually you'll see the garlic scapes coming out. It's still kind of early in the season, but we've been having a lot of rain lately, and garlic doesn't like too much rain, so maybe that's why it's turning yellow. I do fertilize this in the fall, and I have the irrigation line under there, but it's been so wet I didn't need to irrigate these. So yeah, and there's my cover crop ryegrass. I never got mowed on that side, but yeah, the garlic is looking pretty good. Nice healthy stalks, as you can see here in between. It looks like a jungle in here, so you can't beat it. Right along the side here, we have the onions, and these are all candy onions, and we bought these as sets. So just little, the nursery out of Texas just seeds them, bundles them together, and send them to us. And then we just come through here and poke small holes. And we planted different plantings because I did different days. Didn't have the labor to do them all one day, but these are planted earliest. So you can see they're doing nice and big, they're healthy, and this tiny weed there. Typical farmer pulls weeds, you know. So the onions are doing great, and these are planted at a later time here. Actually, this side was planted at a later time, and this side was just planted last week sometime. It's a little late in the season, but it is all right. Yes, these are all candy onions. They are doing really, really well. Last year, we had great success with them. Last year was just more of a trial, so we only did a few hundred last year just to see how they are. But yeah, last year I only did 1 row of the onions, and by the time we're set and done planting, we still have another couple boxes in the cooler to still plant. We'll have 4 rows of onions this year. That way we're gonna go ahead and grow, use them, sell them, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, the onions on the black plastic worked out great because first of all, you have no weed suppression. You really don't need to use water, since here in Missouri we get so much rain that they're pretty much self-irrigated by the rain. And there's not much to it. So we planted these, and other than just pulling a little bit of weeds here and there out of the small holes, there's not much to do with the onions, just because same thing with the garlic. There's not much to do with them other than weeding them. They just do their thing, and then you just come to here in about middle of June, pull them out and put them in the cold storage for the fall season. So yeah, it is super nice and convenient growing this stuff. It's super easy. Now, if I was just growing onions, I would have a much easier life than I would with the strawberries. Strawberries, as you guys know, are just kind of a pain. Row cover on and off, all the sprays we got to do, just a fertilizer, the demand of fertilizer. With these onions, we put the dry fertilizer with the strawberries in the fall, and that's it. I don't do anything else to them. Maybe I should, but it's been working for me in the past, so why change if it's not broken, right? So it's always been turning. I always had a great turnaround with these onions, so why just keep on going and don't change a thing? You can see we have a ton of rock in our soils, and you might wonder, does the rock affect the crops? Not really. It's rougher on equipment. It's rougher on the plastic mulch layer. It's rougher on the discs and the plows that we use. But other than that, there's not much. Everything that we grow here on our farm does absolutely really well here. And I think the rocks actually help us with drainage. So we just got a bunch of rain last couple weeks, and I can still walk on here. I can drive the tractor through here, so it's not super soft. But yep, the rocks don't affect it too much. I wanted to hop on here, give you guys the onion update, show you guys how we're doing that. It's super easy. If you guys never grown onions, give it a try. It's super easy, nice. Not much to do to them. They just kind of do their thing. Whenever they're ready, they fall over, pull them out, and that's it. So this is gonna be it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out Dre Supply. That's where you're able to find all your gardening and greenhouse needs, from tomato seeds, tomato fertilizers, irrigation supplies, all that good stuff. Go ahead and check it out. Link is down in the description box below. Here's where I'm gonna go ahead and end off the video for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget, hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do upload a video. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. Y'all have a good day. We will see you next time.